I'm about to go pick up a quote-unquote collection. Basically, it's a purchase off of Facebook Marketplace. And when I get through with everything, I'm not gonna record everything right now. But after the break, we'll go into it and we'll see what happens. First video I am making where I'm going out to buy off of Facebook Marketplace. So I've got here a box with some Mylites and fullbacks, just in case this person doesn't have them all bagged and board. This is on Facebook Marketplace, so I'm not exactly sure what their experience level is. It's only 50 books, and it didn't look like most of the books were in bags and boards, so that's why I brought these. I brought the box with some bubble wrap just to make sure that it survives the journey, because it's about 20 minutes each way, so it's not like I'm driving crazy far, but first of its kind for me. So we'll see what happens when I get back from the thing. We'll look at the ad and we'll look at the books. Well, welcome back. As you saw in the intro and the little snippet before this, I'd been looking on Facebook Marketplace for a while, because in my area, as I've said many times, I don't have many comic book shops. Within like 10 minutes of me, there's two. And one of them is considered the largest in South Florida or whatever. And they're so overpriced because of who they think they are and where they're located, like their rent, that I can't even go in there. Well, at least I haven't gone in there since the comic boom. So maybe things have changed. I don't know. Maybe I should take a look around. Who knows? But this was sight unseen, almost sight unseen. So, like I said, I found this on Facebook, and I contacted the lady, and it changed a little bit since I first made contact. So let's go. We'll do a screen share and we'll look at the ad at the posting, and then we'll look at the books. Okay, so here's the ad. Says comic books, $100 down from $250. When I first saw it, it just said $100, and I don't think it even had any of this stuff in it. Just said meet or pick up in Boca Raton, $100. She added this stuff afterwards at some point. 50 books in all. It turned out to be 51. But so this is the first picture, and there's no, like, I can't maximize. I can't just get the picture bigger, which is what sucks about Facebook Marketplace, because this picture is part of the app. So what happens if I open the image in its own? Okay, so here we go. That works. So from first, what I saw was Spider-Man number 13 right in the middle at the top. Then we come over here. There's a Batman 436 over here. And there's a Uncanny X-Men 244, I think, or something like that. Not really very, very good book. Not very interesting. But then I have a Sensational She-Hulk number 2, or this one's number 3. This was number 3 in a newsstand. Then there's a Daredevil, was 279? 279. First appearance of Blackheart. Then we have over here in the middle, there's this just from this top portion right here, that's all you need to know. That's Uncanny X-Men 244, first appearance of Jubilee. Then we come down here and we have, what is this? First appearance of the Gengineer or some shit like that. Then we have first Jim Lee cover that's in a direct. That one's in a direct. We have, what is it, 281, something like that. The first cover appearance of Madeline Pryor as the Goblin Queen. Then what else did I see? Then a couple of Wolverines, and there's an X Factor, a few Robin 2. But then I think that was everything that I saw from this picture. But then when we go to this picture, the second one, this one So this one we saw, not only is there a Spider-Man number 13, there's a Spider-Man number 1 in there. Then we confirmed Batman Year 3 to 436. And then there's, so here we can see this, the Sensational She-Hulk number 2 right here. You can tell by the, well, now I'm confused. I can't remember if the blue one was number 2 or the purple curtains were number 2. But either way, there's number 2 and then number 3. There's Marvel Comics Presents. There's some Excalibur, some X Factors, some miscellaneous Uncanny Classic X-Men retelling the Dark Phoenix saga. Couple of copies of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which go for a couple dollars. Atlantis Attacks, X-Men Annual 13, I think it is, second appearance of Jubilee. But, so from here, just by looking at this, there were a few, decent books. There's something TMNT up here. I can't really tell what it is. Dick Tracy, I think that's pretty destroyed from the other thing. But so overall, I was like, okay. So I'll go and check it out. Hopefully they're bagged. They look nice here. So for $100, 50 books, you talk about $2 a book. So, and so that's that. Now, chatted a little bit back and forth. We had yesterday, she had to cancel on me. This morning, she had to push it. Last night, she told me I should push back a little bit. So I just got back. We ended up meeting like on the side of a road. So I didn't get to even take the time to go through the books and put them in the bags and boards or whatever. This is literally how she brought it to me. So I just like peeked through it a little bit just to see. Okay, now I see what's with the TMNT. It's destroyed. It's got water damage like crazy. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you can hear it. It's crinkling. I don't even know what the hell this is. Mirage Publishing, December 2001. If this is a big book, I'm going to be kind of pissed off. I mean, maybe I could get some of this water damage out of it, but there's a tear up here too, like right there. There's a spine tear and there's some spine ticks or whatever. So that one, like I said, I saw that there was a TMNT book in there. Just, yeah, I didn't, no idea. So that's that. Give me 1 second here. Look for something. Okay. So like I said, this was all pretty much sight unseen aside from the book. So I flipped through it and I saw that they looked like dirty or whatever. Here's Damage Control number 4. It's destroyed. I don't really care. I ended up giving her $80. So it's like $1.67 a book. So even if those few books that I pointed out end up being good, then I'm not going to be too upset. But before I'm supposed to be looking at the TMNT book. So, even if those few books end up being okay, I'll be all right. Like I said, I mean, $80 minus that plus the tolls that I spent going up there. It cost me like maybe $84 total between the tolls and the books themselves. I don't know. So let's see. TMNT Mirage 2001. Okay, I don't see anything on my comics. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See if that comes up. 2001. Okay, 2001 Mirage. Just waiting. All right. So they don't have it in stock. So there's no price on it. And it shows. All right. So who the hell knows? So we'll just keep that to the side for whatever. Yeah. Then we have an X Factor 36. Not anything. Here's a book called Trancers. I tried to look this up. Full Moon Entertainment. This is the same company that did in 1990. In 1990, they did Puppet Master, and Puppet Master, Children of the Puppet Master, I believe. So that's really a nothing book there. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where you just don't know. And okay, well, here's Daredevil 270. And it is, hold on a second. Okay. It is a newsstand, but you can see the corner's not that good. Got the little tear down at the bottom. The top, you can see there's dirt. The pages are off-white. That's not too bad, but you can see, I could have sworn I just saw a corner missing. No, it's just the way that the book is folded. So this one's not that bad. This one might be able to, clean up pretty well. But on the back, you can see here there's some creases, some color breaking creases. So this is going to be limited. This is very limited. But do I think I could get, if I sell it or something, can I get more than $1.67 for it? Sure, probably can. Then the next book is Fantastic Four 362 in the newsstand. I don't think there's any key significance to that. Let's just pull it up and see what's going on in there. We'll look up, just for the hell of it, X Factor 36. I don't think that's anything special. Nope. Fantastic Four 362. First appearance of Wild Blood. I have no idea what Wild Blood is. This one is not going to be worth anything because you can see here there's a huge staple tear, plus the staples on the back. Same thing here. So that's nothing. This is Heroes World Collector Set number 1. It's got a number 2392. That's not on the bag. This is sealed, but that's not on. This is on the inside. So I don't know what the hell this is. Never heard of this before. Heroes World Collectors Set. There is, okay, it's listed in my comic shop. Okay. Limited to 2,500 numbered sets. Each box set contains one signed and numbered collector's edition of Adventures of Superman number 500, signed and numbered by Jerry Ordway, one numbered book plate designed by Jerry Ordway, one each of the collector's edition of Action 687, Adventures of Superman 501, Superman number 78, and Superman Man of Steel 22. This, honestly, sealed and everything. Oh, and it says it on the back. It tells you what everything is in there. This alone might pay for everything, or at least recoup a good portion of it. So this is pretty damn good. Okay, that was not on the description in the book. That might have been. She did say that she had 51, so that could be what the 51st thing was. So that could have just saved my whole thing. Here's a Dick Tracy, but you can see from the back it's destroyed. X Factor number 37, part of the Inferno saga. It's in a bag at least, so who knows about that. X Factor number 40. This thing is a little bit, newsstand, a little bit bent and stuff, but could be salvageable. Who knows? The back isn't really that bad, just a couple of spine ticks. So, could that be a 50-cent book? Who knows? Okay, X-Men 236. Yeah, so this is the one I was like, was that the Gen Engineer I thought it was? I don't remember all of these books. Yes, the Gen Engineer. So this one's okay. It's definitely, definitely got a little bit of spine work to do, but it's not. But the spine, I mean, there's a little dirt up here. Maybe I might be able to get that off with an absorbing sponge. But the spine itself is pretty strong. So we'll see about that. Oh, I am so nervous with some of these bigger books. I was hoping to get in good condition. This is 249. I don't think there's any key significance to this one. This is a first appearance of Whiteout. So this might be I can't really tell. Yeah, there's some tiny color break inspiring ticks, but overall it's just a little dirty. And the same thing with the Gengineer book, just a little bit dirty. So might be able to clean that up a little bit. Okay, so here's Robin 2, number 1. Robin 2, number 1 with the foil variant. I don't know if that's holofoil. Here's number 4. Of course, these are the ones that are bagged and boarded. Number 1 with the Joker cover. Freaking hell, man. It should have been those other ones. Let's see if these have any value. I don't think they have any value, but they might hold some value. So, okay. This one, no. This one, no. This one is a newsstand, apparently. It also has no value. So, and then we go to number 4. So none of the number 1s have any value. Number 4, newsstand, no value. So, whatever. Blasters Special number 1. I have no idea what in the hell this thing is. Blasters Special. It's a DC book. From 1989. Yeah, it's the same. It's about the same price as the Robins. New Warriors number 3, of course. Couldn't be number 1 in a newsstand. Has to be number 3. Don't care about that one either. Excalibur number 13. I'm not even going to bother because you can see this. This is just... Oh, am I getting a little bit anxious here. Excalibur number 13. Outside of Excalibur number 1 and the special, The Sword is Drawn, I don't think there's really any value to any Excalibur books. I could be wrong. Excalibur number 10 in the newsstand. Well, let's just see. Excalibur 10, 12, 13. Excalibur. And 10, nothing. No key significance. 12, no key significance. 13. 13, no key significance. Okay. Marvel Comics presents number 49. Okay. Wolverine and Spider-Man. Says $5 they bought it for. Would have been nice if it was number 72, but it is what it is. Let's see, is this anything? First team appearance of the Band of Baddies. Okay. Basically nothing. But, it might have a little bit of value. So put that there. Excalibur number 6 in a bag. Okay. Wolverine number 7 newsstand. And this thing feels disgusting. Doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's a newsstand. It feels really dirty. You can see a long crease down here. So I don't know what I would do with that. I'm glad that wasn't number 8, but who knows? Maybe I could clean it and press it and get a little value of it. X-Men number 240. This looks dirty, but not terrible. The spine is pretty good. There's a little bit of something here. There's a spine tick right there. But overall, nothing terrible with the book. But you could see all the dirt and everything, and over here. So yeah, that could be something I can do with. We'll see. Yeah, so there's nothing, no key significance to that one. This is the classic Marvel X-Men Classic number 36. Even though it doesn't say X-Men Classic, you know, it's might have a little bit of value to it, but it does have a tear right at the top over here. So, okay, Spider-Man number 13. It's in a bag. So there's a positive. There's a positive. And everybody should know, but if you don't, this is the homage to Spider-Man number 1 that's been done a million times. But this looks actually really nice. It does not look bad at all. The back is nice and clean. There's a dent right there. There's a couple of spine ticks here, but other than that, it'll present pretty nicely when I get it, when I clean it up. Here's another one. Oh, no. Okay, good. Whew. Amazing Spider-Man number 320 in the newsstand, and Spider-Man number 1, back to back. This is the McFarlane run. You can see here, this is part of the McFarlane run in Amazing Spider-Man. And being a newsstand, that's a plus also. So if these two are in good condition, we are probably going to be in the positive. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to tear. I'm just going to tear the bag open so that I can get the books out much easier. Okay, so this is the first. This is number 320. That's the web right there. That's not a fold. It's not a crease. That's the web. The rest of the edge is pretty nice. The spine looks pretty nice. There's a spine tick right there, but nothing terrible. The back looks like a little bit going on up top, but it could also be just that the way Marvel cuts it. We do have a crease here. We have a crease here, but this could be cleaned up. And then number 1, they're supposed to. Oh, well, that's not good. But it's white, so it might not be a color breaking crease, which is good. And on the inside, it does not look like there's any color break on there. Can't really tell. Maybe there is. Might be. Yeah, it might be. So this might be not that great. But we'll see what happens after I clean that. Okay. Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 9 in a newsstand. This really isn't going to hold much value as part of the Atlantis Attacks series. Oh, this one would have been so nice. Captain America 348. Yeah. Is this Flag Smasher or something? Or am I thinking of a different number? No, this is nothing really. Okay, that was weird. Something happened when I updated my firmware on the camera, and it asked for a password. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, this one's pretty much destroyed. You could see the staple, the cover is pretty much torn right off. So I hope that's the only book. Wolverine number 14 in a newsstand. This is, well, there's some writing up here. That just looks like a date. So, but on the back, we have a bunch of tearing, and I don't know what this is. So I don't know if I'm going to even bother with that. New Mutants number 72. Nothing special with that. Wolverine number 6 in a newsstand. This one doesn't look so bad. There's you can see right here, there's a spine. It's dented that way. There's a little bit of a spine dent, but no real color breaking ticks except for down here. The back looks pretty good, so we'll try cleaning and pressing that one, seeing how that comes out. She-Hulk number 2 in a newsstand. Okay, here's one of the ones that I was hoping was nice. So this, it's a little bit of dirt up here. And you can see down there, I'm hoping that's dirt and not mold. Can't really tell. The rest of it, the spine looks really nice. The rest of the front, well, there's something down here too. I don't know what that is. I'll have to see if that's part of the book or if that's, no, that's, yeah, that's like foxing or something because it's on the inside of the cover as well. So, but that's okay. We could clean it maybe. Back cover looks pretty good. Looks like there's a scratch right here. The rest of the spine looks pretty nice. So, all right, that's a positive. Marvel Comics Presents number 22. This is a newsstand, but I don't think this one has any significance to it. I think it was 19. Yeah, this one has no significance to it. X-Men number 241. Like I said, I think this is the first cover of Madeline Pryor as the Goblin Queen. Or no, origin of Madeline Pryor. And there goes the sun. Get a little bit of light. So you have this. Yeah, I don't know if, I don't think that this is part of the book. I think that's just been removed. Not too terrible. Some issues up here. Some dirt and bends down there. Not too terrible. Might be able to work with that. X-Men. I said annual 12, right? 13. 12 is the high evolutionary one. 13. Wish it was 14, but can't be doing anything with that. Okay, then we have the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And, okay, Batman 436. Of course, it's a newsstand, and it's beat to hell. You could see all this is probably not going to give me any value, so I'm not even going to bother with any of that. X-Men number 246. Cover appearance of Master Mold. Newsstand. Bent corner. Got a nice couple of creases there. That's not really going to do much, but at least it's okay. Okay. 244. Ah. It is a newsstand. You can see it's got a hole here. Got something here. It's got issues here. And the back is all scraped up. Now with dents all in the back. Okay. Well, get strike one on the bigger ones. Marvel Tales number 185. I don't think this has really any value. My comic shop sells a very fine at $7.70, so I might be able to get like $1 or $2 out of it. Marvel Tales 225. The Death of Captain Stacy. I actually have the first appearance of Captain Stacy. I think it's number 56, Amazing Spider-Man 56. Jello Man and Wobbly. I don't even know what the hell this is. But it's not even. I'm not even gonna do anything with that one. Punisher number 18. I don't think that's really anything to even look into. It's a newsstand. Oh wait, actually, this one. Oh, it's a McFarlane. That's why. Okay, so this one does have some value to it. All right. Might be able to get something out of that. And then here's Sensational She-Hulk number 3, the one with the purple curtains. And it's a newsstand. We've got a couple of spine ticks. Little dirt here. Looks like a little bit of a nick here. The back, little bendy. Spine tick might be a little crease, not a tear, and some blunting. So might get some value out of it after clean and press. Uncanny X-Men 245 in a newsstand. Got some little bit of a tear right there. This is smoke from the cigar. This is not a tear. Some spine damage, not terrible. We got a couple of big square corner ticks. Some damage up here. So this one's probably, yeah. I mean, I could always dump these off at my comic shop for $1 or $2 maybe, and just recoup what I got out of it, and put that money towards a better book. Here's 248. You could see the spine is a little bit off, but it's still fully attached. It just needs to be pressed. The book itself is in rather good condition. They all need to be wiped down heavily. But then again, this just needs to be pushed, forced back into place. And like you can see, the rest of the book, not too terrible. So that's okay. Then we've got X-Men number 1 from the second series. This is the E variant with the wraparound cover. And it's got some staining on the inside of the back. And then this should be, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is number 3. The other one was number 2. And then last but not least, Archie, Pals and Gals, number 197. Archie, Pals and Gals, number 197. It's a newsstand. I don't know. Does this have any value? Archie, Pals and Gals. 197. No value to it. So that's that. First attempt at buying a collection, quote unquote, sight unseen, almost. I would rate it a 4 out of 10. I mean, we did get this Heroes World collector set from DC for the whole Superman 500. That's like what? That's the Death of Superman issues, I believe. Pretty sure is it the Death of Superman, or is that the first appearances of the replacement Supermans? Supermen, I should say, not Supermans. Yeah, all right, no. So this is part of the Death of Superman stuff, not directly, but 500 is the first appearance of everybody, and then you have Action 687 that's the Born Again issue, but this is the collect one, has one each of the collector's edition, which would be the first solo story of the Eradicator. And then Superman number 78. That should be the first solo story of Cyborg Superman. And then Man of Steel 22 should be Steel. Yes, first appearance and origin of John Henry as Steel. And okay, so Yeah, this is probably the best one out of them. The ones that I thought I was going to make, make the profit off of just ended up, most of them just being, terrible. But like I said, I could clean them up, get them to, at least mid grade some of them, and then send them off to like my comic shop for store credit, and then use that to combine into a bigger purchase or other books or whatever. Then it would be a positive for me, especially if I could get credits in excess of my $80. Let me know what you think how I did. Should I have taken more time to look through everything and maybe offer less money? Remember, I was on the side of the road. We were not in, a parking area or anything like that. So, originally we were supposed to be in the parking lot of a Home Depot yesterday, but like things came up and she had to move things around, and then we just were ended up being like right on the road outside of a gated community or whatever. So, you know, let me know your thoughts. I do actually have two more boxes coming in the next couple of days, so we're gonna have a couple more videos. I think I might have another video of something else, or maybe a short of something else. So keep tuned for that. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.